So we back for part two because part one was
Yeah.
so good. So we still have with us here Miss Portia. I was told it's mistress, so let me give you the proper title. Mrs. Portia Grant and Mrs. Norvalisha Wilson. And they
Mm,
are true friends from school
yeah.
days until now. And of course, the first part, you can get that they are true, solid friends. And so we had to continue. We just had to continue.
Yeah.
I know if you listen to the first part, you will get that there is a healthy, healthy relationship.
Yeah.
And so we want to kind of break that down a bit. As you know, enough of we struggle. Enough of we struggle, as we say, women friendship tend to go through a lot. I feel like when it comes to the man them have them one another back. But when it comes to us, we kind of, as we say, more competitive, and sometimes the jealousy can creep in. All kind of things can creep in, and if you don't check it, so I want to talk to you about boundaries. I know
Sure.
Norvalisha touched on it earlier. When you say certain things you're not gonna do, it's not like you're gonna just because it's your friend you're going to abuse certain situations and stuff.
Exactly.
So we want to touch on that a bit, go a bit more into how you set healthy boundaries, given that you're so close.
You wipe off your
Yeah.
face.
You want to
Nice.
start, Portia?
Oh, well, yeah, so pretty much, yeah, we definitely are cognizant of the, time that we have available. Like we
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of different responsibilities. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so we have to respect the work
Mm-hmm.
hours that we have, time alone, time that we need to spend with ourselves, time that we need to spend with our families and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So even to have conversations,
Mm-hmm.
we try to be mindful of the responsibility of the other person.
Right. And given that
So
you're both married, right? Because I would think if one of you
yeah,
were single and the
and
other
Yes.
one married,
yeah,
then
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
we're
Mm-hmm.
both married and we both have children.
Right.
And
Yes.
so, yeah, and yeah, and even like to even meet up or to even go out, um, and we try to understand what we like. So not because, oh,
Yeah.
I like this particular kind of activity or event.
Exactly.
It
You're gonna
means that
impose it
you,
on the other
yeah,
person.
to come
Right. Right.
and do it with me. Yeah. And we're, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
especially you can be normally so affectionately
Yes.
called Candy. She get why you get up, you get the right nickname, Candy. She's sweet to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
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 So
Bless you.
yeah. So I was saying, I remember what I was saying, even with the trying to remember what I was saying. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you were saying about boundaries and how you respect each other's space and
Going
you know
out,
time.
finding family time, and
Mhm.
All right, so yeah, so and when yeah, she's so considerate, even of
Mhm.
our spouses.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so if anything is going to like in, infringe or impede, the free flow of the relationship between you and your spouse, yeah, she will not like interfere, impose. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
yeah,
I respect that. Yeah, I
Mhm. Mhm.
respect that
go
about
for
her.
the
She,
ride.
she's just
Go for the
considerate
ride.
overall about
Go for the ride.
everything. About
Right.
everything. Because yeah, even though she's considerate about me not feeling so well, if I really am into
Yes,
this,
right.
yeah,
Right. Right.
and
Right.
stuff
Right.
like
Right.
that.
Right. Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
We
think
also in the last chat we had on the series we touched in a bit of the thing where you know celebrating each other's wins. We touch on a point
yeah,
Mm.
that said you know, sometimes we might think it's easy to clap for people, but we find that it's the opposite where you find it easy. Some people find it easier to be when you're sad and down to like be there
Mm.
for you. But when you're up and happy and winning in your winning season, it might be a bit more
Yes, sir.
difficult to really be genuinely happy. So
Yeah.
But
you
that's
seem
not a
you
friend.
guys seem to have that. Well, you can be genuinely happy for each other.
Yeah,
And when it's a
that's
downtime, you
not a
can
friend.
genuinely be there when it's downtime too. You
But
know?
Yes.
if somebody's not genuine with you, that's a signal
Mm-hmm.
right away, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
we do have discernment. We both have
Yeah.
discernment.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we do pick up on things.
Yeah.
Right.
Even in relation to
Negative.
others, we do pick up on things. You
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
know, and
Negative energy.
yeah, man, as it relates to boundary, you
Mm-hmm.
see, people need to understand that even though a person is very accommodative of you as a friend, that doesn't mean that you should
Yeah.
take advantage of the situation. You also need to have
Advantage.
emotional quotient. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you are going to send me into an overdrive where I need to sleep, but you keep doing this to, then eventually me I gonna become tired of you. You
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
know, so emotional quotient is important. I think we do exercise that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because if you do care for someone, you are gonna be cognizant of
Mm-hmm.
their feelings and so on, not to be
Mm-hmm.
selfish. You
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
know, I mean, there one and two times when no man me need to talk and me I tell her say she get ready for work, you know. And she just late, no. And
Yeah.
she still have facilitate, you know, but you have
Yeah.
some persons when I listen to friendship of persons, some people
Mm-hmm.
don't realize what makes relationship, yes, baby, eventually becomes a burden
Mm-hmm.
when you don't have certain boundaries, when you don't have respect for an individual,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
then and people, you see, also, you know, it's how your spirits synchronize with each other.
True.
Because should there be something of great concern,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna come head on with the person, but you're going to create that level of um
Ease the
opening,
conflict.
be
Mm-hmm.
open, and
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna find a way because you would have known the person, so you're gonna find a way to say, you know, I don't think, and right away because you synchronize with each other, the person will know exactly where you're heading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
when
not
people are
really
gonna come head
tapped.
on and be
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
boisterous and disrespectful, that's a
That's
Right.
true.
no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
and not because. And you see, sometimes too much familiarity.
Yeah.
And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what helps. So it doesn't mean that because this person is my friend, me I go, you get what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
still have that level of
Yeah.
respect
That's
and
why
so
I'm
on. And I
doing
think that's
business.
what helps relationship to keep going. Those are
Yeah.
some of
Yeah.
the qualities some persons believe say. I mean, what if I just have a dress and I mean, I cherish this dress and then you're gonna come and say, oh, me want to wear the dress for so and so and no, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was for me. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. You
Yeah.
understand? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's not
yes.
anything
Like
goes. You
Portia
still
will
have to
leave
have
me to say, Portia, so and so. You know, she
yeah.
gives that discretion. She gives that right. And I think sometimes in some relationships,
Mm-hmm.
it's the burdensomeness that
Mm-hmm.
breaks the whole
Yeah.
situation.
Right, 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 right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All
Yes,
right. So I want
ma'am.
to touch on some of the rewards. Some of the rewards of having a long-standing friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the rewards. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, let me tell you something. You hear them saying about a friend. What?
A friend in
In
need is a
need
friend
is a
in need.
friend indeed. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, it doesn't mean so that's the only time you really need your friend. But you have some persons where that's the only time they really know you. That's the only
Right.
time they really, and that
Mm.
is sad.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
there are things that I have related to Portia and felt really comfortable. Things I've been through, and I'm so happy that she is there because she's a confidant. So I mean, God forbid, let us say there's a fallout. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people have, and some people when they break away, they start talking things and they go to here and no, we don't have that
Mm-hmm.
quality
Mm-hmm.
within
Mm.
us. So there's that level of
Yes.
trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I, as I said,
Yes.
I don't have a sibling, but I believe the Lord gave her to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not having a sibling, but I
Yes.
believe the Lord gave her to me. So
Mm-hmm.
to me, for
Mm-hmm.
long-standing reward, that's definitely a reward.
Lord. Yeah.
I somebody because you
A
need a
sibling.
friend. You need friends in this day and age.
Yeah.
You must can find
Yes.
somebody that is and somebody who
Yeah.
will not, even if they are not in agreement with you. Because you can disagree with someone, but
Mm-hmm.
still have an appreciation for.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
that is critical. So when you can find that you have someone like that, even if you're not in agreement with, but there's still that level of appreciation, trustworthiness. Um, and as I said, and I'm gonna use a scenario with you, and it's not everybody you can do this with.
Mm-hmm.
So, one morning going up to work and everything, yes, baby. One morning going up to work, and I was just there talking with her, and I was in deep contemplation. I wonder if I should do this or. And I remember I shared with her, and I said, I'm thinking of doing so and so with my finances, and I'm really thinking of getting a really nice vehicle. And Miss, what you think? And she said, look here, if that's the vehicle that you want, go for the vehicle. You know? And I mean, she was just so genuine about it. She listened because you need someone who is able to listen to what you have to say. Portia doesn't impose herself and impose her opinion and whatever. And trust me, and in expressing that with her, I mean, trust me. And I was so satisfied with the answer and encouraged at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's good when you have someone that you can go to and say, what do you think? You
yeah.
want their genuine opinion on something, and you can get that fair, godly, genuine answer. It's good when you have when you can find someone like that. It's like finding a David and a Jonathan, while at the same time you respect boundaries. You have to have boundaries in relationship. Even in marriage, you have to have some form
Yeah.
of boundary. You have to. So when you see persons carrying on and them just imposing, what they actually do is to put a strain on the relationship. And we're not the type who just, when you say put on slippers and drag go yes or drag go this. So you realize that the quality of the individual really matters.
Yeah.
So when you
True.
can find that, and I mean, it's really rewarding because it's not every family member gonna look out
Yeah.
for you. It's not every,
That's
and
right.
even maybe it's not every sibling. Maybe some persons will find one and two sibling who will look out for them like that. But when you can find a friend
Yeah.
who will do same, trust me, it's an awesome thing. You realize that
Mm.
you're not just blessed, but you're favored. I think it's
Yeah.
more favored. And not just
Favor.
that, but the relationship is so godly. The relationship is a godly
Yeah.
relationship.
Yes.
And so you realize that there's a
It's so
purity
lovely.
that
Yeah.
flows with and that's what makes the difference. There is a purity that flows with it. Cause me no know, me feel say if I feel, because I think I spoke to P already, and we said, boy, say, like I believe if let us say something has happened and that spirit of anger or that spirit of bitterness, or I think I can say to her, say, boy, somebody so and so, even though it was wrong, or I can feel vulnerable with Portia to say, boy, so vulnerability. I can feel vulnerable with her. Put it that way.
Yeah, like you're not going to be criticized, you're
And
not going to be taken
yes,
advantage of,
right. And if it's criticism, it's
discriminated
constructive. Let me turn
against.
this off. If it's
Yeah,
criticism, then it is constructive,
yeah.
you
For
know?
upliftment and building
Right. And, and,
and not
and
tearing
uplifting and
down.
everything like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
And
And that
it's
is
really a
pretty good.
blessing
Yeah.
to have long time because of the having a constant. And that is important, the trauma that happened to somebody mentally and emotionally who don't have, is that Rolling Stone here, there, and everywhere, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So having a long-standing friendship, it
Yes.
actually stabilizes you,
Steve, oh my
grounds
gosh, such a
you.
good point.
Yeah,
Such a good
having
point.
that constant, you're stable
Yes.
emotionally and mentally, and
Yes.
that is necessary.
And you see, the
Yeah.
consistency is because of the genuineness,
Mhm. Yeah.
the consistency. Unless we allow the enemy to seep in and to allow greed or whatever to, you understand? Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's so
change.
important to point out the genuine part because with social
Yeah.
media makes connections seemingly so easy these days. Where you just click a
Yes.
button and we say we are friends now. But it's not really so, because you really can't, as I said earlier, can't just run into people like that and expect that you're gonna have just the best of friendship. It really
Yeah.
takes time to develop and
It
you
takes
learn the
time.
person and you
Yes.
see if you have
To say the
common goals.
least.
But yeah, man, people need to understand what and good friendship is. And
Mhm.
and um and when you see person going a far way and you can definitely genuinely celebrate them. And
Yes.
if you just see them going on a path, you can say, I think
Mhm.
so and so, and they still don't feel a way about it.
Yeah.
Because they know you mean
Mm-hmm.
them well,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
you know.
Right, right, right.
They know that you
Mm-hmm.
mean them well, be careful, so and so. I don't think, yeah, maybe
Mm-hmm.
into it. You can trust that person over time to know
Yeah.
that, okay.
Mm-hmm.
hmm And as I said, to me, if you have a if you have a genuine friend, you should be able to be vulnerable with them. Let us say
Of
that,
course.
and I'm just saying, let us say that something happened and you were initially were afraid to be honest with them or so and so. You
Mm-hmm.
must can go back and say, say, me really did so and so, and it's because me did feel this way.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You must can do that with your friend,
Yeah.
and the friend
Give up.
don't judge you.
Mhm.
Yes.
To come to a
Yeah.
level of understanding because you're human.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You are human.
Yes.
So you have to know, you have to have understanding.
Mm-hmm.
There must be understanding without being judgmental.
There have to be that
Mhm.
space, that safe
Yeah,
space.
man, that's space. If you love someone,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if you
Mm-hmm.
love someone, and let
Yeah.
me tell you something, that person must have your back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They must have your back.
Yeah.
They must have your back. Yeah, man. They
Mm-hmm.
must have your
Mm-hmm.
back. So, me
Let me
not
tell
gonna
you,
allow
them
even
things is
if
like
they're wrong.
currency.
If
Those
if
things
they
are
are
like
wrong, you're
currency.
not gonna allow somebody else to.
Right,
No,
right.
don't go there.
Yes.
Yes.
Very much
Mm-hmm.
so. I
Nope.
want to tell you, those things can make or break you as a person.
Yeah.
When you have somebody genuine in your corner, you find that you can thrive so much more in life, you know?
So
Exactly.
much more. You know,
Yes.
I was reading, we did read something, or a lady came and let it ask her what helps you to um live this long. And she
Mm-hmm.
said, if you have a friend who, when you're in the hospital, if you have a friend when you are in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
that friend can come and look for you and see to you so and so, even if it means to pay the bill or so. Not that you want
Mm-hmm.
them to pay the bill. She said
Mm-hmm.
those things help you to live
Live
longer.
longer.
And me look at
Yes.
it and me say, you know, say it is true.
Mm-hmm.
It is so true. You need people to be
Yes.
in your corner. When I talk
Right.
about genuine people
People.
to be
Yes.
in your corner, it helps
Mm-hmm.
you to live longer.
Longer. Yes. And
It
the
helps
quality
you
of
to
life
live.
too. Not just living
Yes,
and existing, your quality
and
of life
yes,
is
and
improved.
enhances your quality of life as well. Yeah,
Yes.
it
You,
does.
you, you have a better quality of life with good, genuine
Yes,
people around. Yes.
around
I,
you. Yes,
Wellness.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
yes, man.
Wellness in mind, body, and spirit.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So listen, my connection has been acting up. I don't know if you realize that some parts are drop out and come in again.
Yes,
But trust me, I can tell this is going to be a go over well, and it will bless a lot of people, because as we say, we in a world and so much is happening,
Yeah.
and we see so much of the toxic things
wow.
Yeah.
and, and things. So we want to hold that space where we can share some and highlight this some
Yeah.
special and positive connections
Yeah.
and friendships.
Mhm.
Make sure say yes, we can have women friendship and it's
Yeah.
Yes,
healthy, and we're not just always just bickering and fighting and cussing out each other.
and I'm sorry, I must say this. Your friend will pray for you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I know people are of different
Important.
belief system and what, but me tell you, your friend, if them
Mm-hmm.
not for make you know say I pray for them, but your friend
Yes.
pray for you.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend must
Intercede,
pray for you.
intercede
Yeah,
for
man,
you.
must
Yeah,
intercede for
man,
you.
that thing's important, let me
Your
tell you.
friend
Yeah,
must intercede for you. I'm telling you.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah,
friend.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Important.
You don't
So,
even have to let them know, that
yeah.
you're doing it. But trust me, because we
Mm-hmm.
need that.
Yes.
We need
Yeah,
that.
right. All right, so in closing, any encouraging words for friends out there, for persons who have given up on friendship? But yeah, anything, any encouraging words.
Yeah, just be mindful first and foremost. And if you don't have that spirit of discernment, pray and ask the Lord who
Yes.
gives good gifts, right?
Yeah.
So that you'll be guided, let's say, in your interactions. You know,
Mm-hmm.
He's the giver of good gifts. So I would say seek His guidance when it comes to forming bonds.
So you hear them saying that good friends are hard to find. Hold on, Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
Good friends are hard to find, and that is so true because I believe even in formulating friends. Just as Portia said, if you have the discernment, you will know the qualities, etc. Because you might have a good friend, and because
Mm-hmm.
you do look here, we have affiliates, we have associates, we have friends, and we have best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a difference. right? So when it comes to the best friend thing, you have to narrow down and know and
Yes.
also observe persons around you. If you don't think you can discern enough, you ask the Lord to open your eyes and your mind and understanding so you can understand. Because I remember, well, we're wrapping up, but I remember when somebody was preaching and they came off the altar and said, God is going to give you the anointing to
Yeah.
say no. And when you begin to say no, then you're going to see the real faces. Not that I had them as friends, but you know, sometimes persons come around you for different reasons, maybe for what they can get out of you or whatever the case may be. But even in formulating friendship and to become best friends, you really need the guidance of God. I'm going right back to what Portia is saying.
Yeah.
You really need the guidance of God. You need to look at the quality, observe. Don't quickly bring people into your space. And that's what a lot of people do too much. You need to first spend quality time with yourself. Know who you are. Because when you begin to know who you are, you will know your likes and dislikes. Respect yourself first and foremost. Because when you respect yourself, you're going to set boundaries. And you're not going to afraid to say to a person, say, this is where it stops. Because you have to be able to say to someone, this is where it stops. So you know right away if this is going to work or not. So that is necessary too. And if I cannot speak the truth to you without you bringing on an offense, then it's a problem. And I'm going to look to see how you talk about others. I will know
Yeah.
if I can, I will know. If somebody tell you something in confidence and you're going to come back to me with it, I will know, can I trust you? Some people don't look out for those things. They let ignorance guide them, but you need wisdom and the wisdom of God to direct you. And let me say this, and everybody who come in your life is supposed to stay in your life. Sometimes they're to help you, sometimes you're to help them. Sometimes it's a symbiotic relationship until God say it's time to move on to somebody else. And when you move on to somebody else, don't vex with them. It means that your season is over because it's not everybody's meant to stay with you. So I have many persons that have left because their season is over. I have left persons because my season is over, because I will know when my season is over. But there are one and two persons. Yeah, man. You have to know when your season is over with somebody. But to know when your seasons are over, you have to know yourself. You have to spend quality time with yourself, by yourself, to know when. And I think through that too, you can know when, okay, this person is really to stay. And I am gonna look here, you're not gonna just be my friend like that. You're gonna go, me I go see your me I go process testing and all of that. But I don't quickly, yeah man, I don't quickly pull people in. But there's some people who are around me and it's by divine connection. Doesn't mean they're to stay with you forever. But if you need a friend, I believe God will give you that friend. Because I don't have brother and sister. Portia don't have brother and sister, but we have each other.
So again, blessings to you, sisters. Keep burning bright and all the good things then to you both. Thanks so much again for the chat.
Thank you.
As I say, I'm sure at least one or two persons will be blessed by all of what we shared here today. So give that. Yeah, man.